Now, owls are a special type of bird of prey. Let me explain. Other birds of prey like hawks and eagles, the feathers are, for the most part, a little bit rough. You can hear them flying for the most part. But our feathers are super soft, almost like fur-like. What does that mean? That means that when they're hunting, they're very silent. They're very silent hunters, silent flyers. Whatever they're hunting, a mouse, a bug, whatever, won't know they're there until it's too late. Another cool thing about most owls, like the barn owl especially, the ears are irregular. Let me explain. Most animals, including humans, our ears are on the right side and the left side, pretty much on the same level. But some owls, most owls, the ears are like one's here and one's here. They're actually not on the same level. The reason is like that, they could actually coordinate sound better. Basically, these owls can hunt in total darkness because of that. Because the slightest noise or movement radiates throughout the ears. And some owls, like the barn owl, the face actually looks like a satellite. Like it's picking up signals. It's crazy. Owls are amazing creatures. And I had the pleasure of working with a variety of owls at the Wildlife Center. Some of them can be aggressive, of course. In fact, most of them are aggressive. But all they're doing is just protecting themselves. So now I'm about to take the screech owl to the Wildlife Center where this one can get much better help, okay? So again, it did have a head trauma. It came in very shocky, almost looked like it was dead, but it wasn't dead. It was actually, breathing. And with some, good loving care and some hospitalization, he actually survived the night. But again, I'm going to transfer him to a wildlife center that specializes in animals like this. And I really hope this bird makes it. Very, very tough bird. And hopefully, the sooner I get to the wildlife center, the better. So this is a screech owl. Screech owls are found in South Florida. They are nocturnal animals. So what they mean is that they do most of their activity at nighttime and they sleep during the day. Screech owls are not very large. Maybe the size of average person's hands. They come in two phases down here in Florida. The red phase and the gray phase. So this is the red phase. So this particular screech owl was unfortunately hit by a car last night. And when they came into the veterinary hospital, he was in total shock. Barely moving. So, he got some hospital care. And now I'm going to take him to an actual wildlife center or a place that deals specifically with wildlife. So, screech owls, like I said, are very small owls, but they're very tough. They are expert hunters. They have sharp claws, very, very great, awesome eyesight, and good hearing. During the daytime, they're very hard to spot because they actually blend with the tree or blend with the surroundings. They feed on mice, small rodents, anything they can catch in the little claws. South Florida also have different types of owls, like the barred owl, greyhorn owl, and burrowing owl. But these screech owls, or screech owls in general, they are very common down here. But again, you don't see them because they actually come out at night, and even then, they are still hard to find or see. Screech owls, it may look like they have two ears sticking up, on top of their head, but those are not ears. I mean, they're gorgeous and they look like ears, but they're not ears. Owls are very different from other birds of prey, birds in general, because their feathers are like fur-like. So what that means is that when they fly, you can hardly hear them. So they can sneak up on predators with much more stealth. I used to work at wildlife centers for many years, and we've saved a whole bunch of screech owls and other birds of prey. So this particular screech owl is injured, has a head trauma, so he's going to be transferred to the wildlife center, a place that specializes in wildlife, especially birds of prey like this one. So also, you have to realize that it is illegal in Florida to keep any type of bird of prey as a pet without the proper license or permit. You can't even have a feather from one of these birds. A feather can get you in trouble with the law. So just remember, these birds of prey in South Florida, or in Florida in general, are protected. They are illegal to have as pets. They are illegal to have the feathers from them. The only people that's allowed to have feathers from birds of prey in Florida are the Native Americans. Other than that, you need special permits and license to keep any bird of prey as a pet in Florida. And if you want the feathers from them, it's going to be very hard for you to get. So I'm almost at the wildlife center. So this owl is almost where it's supposed to be. I really hope this owl makes it because, he got banged up pretty good. Again, he got hit by a car, and he's not that big of a bird. But they are tough, believe it or not. They're very tough. There's some traffic on the road right now, but overall, I'm doing good time. And I should be at the wildlife center very, very shortly. I'm almost here. I'm about to drop off this beautiful screech owl.